Hey guys, so it's Friday, and you know what it is. It's a fan Q&A session, and this is the opportunity for you guys to ask us questions. But today, I tried to do something a little bit different, something a little bit fresher. And seeing that it's the CSA T20 Challenge that is happening at the moment, I thought that why not get one of the top performers of the tournament so far, someone that's doing really well for his team, and his team is actually doing quite well as well. Get him on the show. Let us have a fan Q&A where you can ask myself and as well as Wesley Marshall some questions. So that's what the show is about today. As you guys know, that's what you're gonna have to do is ask your questions in the live chat, and I'll ask them to Wesley. You can ask me questions too. We didn't do the normal Q&A on Instagram as per usual. We wanted to give the power to everybody on the live chat today on the show. So go ahead and get involved in the comment section and ask your questions. But before we get going, before we get started, you know what you have to do. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Please click that notification bell for all future videos as well. But don't forget to subscribe to Cricket Fanatics Magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every single month. So go ahead and subscribe to that right away. The link is in the description. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. This is your fan Q&A session. I'm your host, Khalid Moeden, and I'm today joined by Wesley Marshall, and this can be my other co-host, I can say, for the night. We'll be chatting about cricket. We'll be chatting about the CSA T20 Challenge. We'll be chatting about Northwest, of course, and about how he settled in at right now and how they're doing in this particular tournament, and just generally talk about cricket. So, Wes, let's have fun with this one. How are you doing first and foremost? What is it like to be in this bubble at in not in Pretoria in PE or Kabeja? What has it been like for you settling in this new tournament?
Yeah, how's it, Khalid? First of all, thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, we just keen to play some cricket and some white ball cricket. Haven't had the best of starts in red ball cricket, but I think like our side's more adapt to white ball cricket. So, all the guys are excited and just keen to get out there and play some good cricket. We need to obviously put ourselves under a bit of pressure now with the new relegation thing. So, yeah, but it's been good. We happy to be sort of happy to get out there on the park and hopefully bring home a trophy at the end of this tournament.
Mm. Has it been a mindset shift within the camp? Coming over from 4-day cricket where it hasn't maybe gone that well, and then you guys getting two wins from the get go in this particular first round.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we a team that's more adapt to white ball cricket. So when there is white ball cricket being played, it's kind of everyone knows their roles and sort of because we're a young side and we struggled in the 4-day stuff. I don't necessarily think everyone quite quite knows their games in that format yet. So yeah, there was a lot of excitement around this. I mean, obviously this was going to be the MSL, but that didn't happen, and we just happy to sort of be out there and playing the format that we most adapt to playing at the moment.
Mm. And I would say, as a batter yourself, I think that opening the batting in T20 cricket is probably one of the most devastating jobs you could say. And also, some people would say even one of the most fun jobs because you get to bat in a power play and smack a couple of bowlers over their heads, etc. But can you tell me a little bit about opening the batting in T20 cricket and if you feel that suits you as a player?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's quite obvious that I generally take quite a positive mindset in all forms of the game. So for me, I love it. It's probably my favorite format to open in because, like you say, there's the power play, and then obviously having the backing of the coach and the captain to say, listen, this is your role. Go about that in whatever way you want, but you have the freedom to sort of play your own game and do things your way, which is nice. Like it's not often that that you get that much backing and stuff from the backroom staff. So yeah, it's a job that I really enjoy doing. I mean, I try and keep it as simple as possible. Just see ball, hit ball kind of thing. So I don't overthink things too much.
Mm. And for you, with a partnership perspective when it comes to T20 cricket, I mean, we know that in ODIs, for example, there's a massive emphasis on partnerships, especially in ODI in the longer formats. Is there a similar type of pressure in the T20 arena?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have your KPIs of where you want to be after 6 overs, after the power play and that. So you and your partner sort of come up with a plan. Obviously, myself and Hano have formed quite a good partnership up at the top,
Mm.
and yeah, like we play a different game. Do you know what I mean? So as
Yeah.
long as we understand each other's games, it's something that we really enjoy doing together. And I mean, obviously, having Hana there and rotating the strike the way he does, and sort of putting the bad ball away, it takes the pressure out of me. Off of me, I never feel
Mm.
like I'm under pressure to sort of go hard or do anything. I can just sort of relax, watch the ball, and let my instincts take over.
And when it comes to like style of cricket, we've started to hear it a lot more in the T20 format. Guys like Owen Morgan coming out talking about style of cricket and playing with a certain type of way. We've heard obviously our under 19 coach Shuki Conrad speak about it. We've heard Graham Smith and Mark Boucher speak about it, this attacking brand and smart brand of cricket. Has there been a sort of philosophy flying around with regards to Northwest currently? I know there's been a change up within the staff at the moment, but has there been a chat amongst the team, captain, etc., about a style of cricket that you guys actually want to play in T20 cricket?
Yeah, of course. I mean, those conversations do have to take place. And I mean, like I said, we've sort of adopted a very like positive brand of cricket, but also smart. I mean, these wickets haven't necessarily been like the half fault where you can just go sort of all guns blazing from the get go and and chase down. So we got to be a bit smarter. Yeah, the wickets are a bit slower. They're a little bit stoppy. So yeah, like I said, there's everyone knows their roles. Like my role is obviously to take the attack to the team, and then
Mm.
if we lose a wicket or whatever, there's other tactics that come into play. But at the
Mm.
moment, it's sort of all going well at the top. So we haven't really had to look too far into that smart brand of cricket when you are 60 for naught after the power play or whatever it is.
Yeah. Has there been a change in the wickets in South Africa? From my point of view, watching it and watching games for the cricket, I've been able to watch at Newlands. And obviously, we've seen the tests, India, ODIs as well, different grounds we've seen people obviously playing in. Have the wickets changed a bit in South Africa over the last couple of years? I mean, your experience, you've played at almost every single ground in South Africa. You probably will be able to assess that as a top order batter.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they have changed too much. I think you're obviously South Africa is quite a diverse place when it comes to conditions because if you're at the coast, it does stop and it is a bit slower and it does take more spin. Whereas if you're in a half out, you get that fast, bouncy sort of wicket. I mean, we played at the Wanderers first game of the season and it was, what you expect at the Wanderers. We played on a bit of a slope, there's a bit of grass, so it was quick and bouncy. And then we played in Paul last week and there was, a bit of a slow. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say too much has changed over the last few years.
Hmm, okay, interesting. Because yeah, I was seeing in PE, for example. I know before we know that spinners do well there, and the ball looked like it was spinning quite a lot. So, from a coaching perspective, is there a lot of conversations about spin and how to play it? I mean, what's your sort of method or philosophy against spin?
Yeah, obviously, on spinning tracks like this, you do sort of want to hold your shape for a bit longer. But I don't think we've placed too much emphasis on that just yet. I don't think it's played as big a part as it's been made out to play. The week like yesterday's wicket didn't turn too much at all for them. Our spinners seemed to get a lot more spin than they did. So it was just about sort of assessing what they're kind of doing and then adapting to that. It's pretty much something you sum up on the day quietly because I mean day one it's a it did turn a bit, and then day two it was a good wicket. Like yesterday, we all came off and thought, "Geez, that was a good wicket." I think back to shot that Dwayne played off the back foot through the covers, and I mean, you can't play shots like that unless it is a really good wicket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And with guys like Dwayne coming into the setup, of course, like we saw him take on a new role in international cricket as a death bowler, for example, in for South Africa in the T20 World Cup. So guys like him coming into the system, like what sort of things has he brought to the team environment?
Yeah, obviously having him, Hano, and Nikki, all three of those brains working together has been great. I mean, the the knowledge and the sort of ideas that they come up with and the plans that we have. Like I said, there's never a moment on the field where we're not, whoever's got the bat or the ball or whatever isn't really clear on sort of what their role is in that particular time in the game. You look at someone like Langers, who at the death he's been phenomenal, but it's just because he's got a clear plan. That's something that him, Dwayne, and Nicky have come up with, and he goes out and he executes his plan on the day. Do you know what I mean? And it's something that you got to be adaptable to. We saw D and Caleb bowl right up in the death there, and that was just something that on the day, those minds came together and they thought, you know what, this is the way to go. When you have someone who was bowling death against India 2 weeks ago to still be brave enough to back the guys that you feel are right for the job on the day. So yeah, it's invaluable having those sort of working together and the
Mm,
conversations around the team and just team meetings and that they add a lot of value.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to get into some of the questions from the fans over here. First one is a statement more. Where's Marshall? You are one of my favorite domestic cricketers. Come to Cape Town. The VP Blitz will gladly take you. That is from Lorenzo Bailey. Then we've got one from Trevor. It says, who was your role model growing up?
For me, my role model's always been Jacques Callis. I sort of love the way he played the game, sort of that very laid back sort of attitude. Sort of stuck to himself, did whatever he had to do, and just the way he batted. Like I loved watching Callis bat growing up. I loved the way he sort of went about things. So yeah, it'd have to be Jacques Callis for me.
Lorenzo coming in with a question as well. Where's to come into contention for South Africa in the limited overs format? Where do you think you must bat domestically?
Um, yeah, that's a tough question. You never know. You never really know what the minds up there are thinking. But I think for me, I don't place too much emphasis on playing for South Africa or doing that right now. I'm sort of here at this tournament, and I want to do the best that I can do for my team. And in doing that, if that happens, those will take care of themselves. Obviously, I have dreams and aspirations of playing for them, but I don't think
Mm.
it can be your focus day in and day out to just play domestically to play for them. You sort of want to do the best that you can do for your team.
Hmm. This is an excellent one. Who is your favorite captain in the history of the cricket game, or the game of cricket?
But who's your favorite captain? Yeah, Graham Smith. I think sort of the way he led the team, the way he got the buy-in of everything. Obviously, I spoke to Hano a bit about it, and Hano, a very experienced player, he said like when Graham speaks, you listen, and you could sort of see that from the outside, just the way he was a leader of men. Um, he'd have to be my favorite captain.
Awesome. Okay, next one is, whom did you enjoy more, AB batting at his peak or Stain bowling at his peak? A very difficult
Sheesh,
comparison
that
over
is a
there.
tough question. That is a tough question. I think the fact that I am a batter, I'm going to have to say AB. I mean, I think back to that 100 he got off 40 odd balls against the West Indies there. I'd have to go with AB. Just the way he sort of
Mm,
turned it on and lit it up and just did whatever he wanted to do and hit the ball wherever he wanted to hit it. It will have to be AB.
awesome. Okay, with regards to formats, which is your favorite format?
It's always a tough one. This I don't necessarily think I have a favorite format. I love 4-day cricket, and I I sort of sometimes get boxed in as now he's a white ball batter, but I love playing 4-day cricket. So for me to pick one is tough. But if I had to pick one where I see myself going forward, it'd have to be T20s, and the white ball stuff. Like, I think I can, bring a bit of a different dimension to that. So I like T20s.
Mhm. Do you love playing spin or pace?
Pace, bring me pace every day.
What makes it so difficult to play spin? Like, why do batters struggle?
Yeah, I think obviously, like I said, it's got to do with the variety of conditions that you get here in South Africa. I mean, obviously we don't get to train sort of at the coast every day. So guys who train at the coast every day, sort of they more adapt to playing spin. Whereas us in the half out, or the guys who grew up in the half out, we used to those quick bouncy fast wickets. And yeah, so I think it's just the exposure of sort of, that's what you brought up on, this is what you learn to do. But I mean, we are getting smarter with that as well. We are preparing turners now, and when we are playing coast. I think before the Boerland game, we really prepared one net that just sort of spun everywhere, and that sort of led me in good stead. So you got to be clever about the way you prepare these days.
Yeah. 2 seconds. There's someone at my door. I'll be back right now.
Oh no, go. Your Uber Eats arrival.
No, it wasn't that. Okay, cool. So, tell us about what you've learned at the Lions team before coming to New York Dragons, Northwest Dragons.
um, yeah, I really enjoyed my time at the Lions. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed like that hard work ethic, and the culture of no excuses. You sort of have a job to do. This is what you have to do. And I think it's something I've that's been instilled in me from young. Obviously, having Dassie as a coach for all those years, he was very much of the same. So it was a similar environment moving across from Easton's and the Titans to going into the Lions. But yeah, like I just said, it's just that continuous pressure of working hard. This is your job. That's what you have to do. Say that's been the biggest thing.
Because this is then a fair question to follow up. How big was the shift moving from the Lions over to Northwest? From the outside, it looks like it has helped ensure that you are more consistent with regards to runs across formats.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, it's been a good adjustment. I'm getting a lot more game time. It helps with your consistency. I mean, at the Lions, it was sort of, I was always Rassi's replacement. If Rassi was available, I didn't play. So having that sort of backing that, listen, you are going to play 90% of our games as long as you keep yourself fit or whatever. That's been the biggest thing. It's just having that responsibility to sort of stand up and be like a senior player, and taking that pressure off of, am I playing this game? What am I doing? I can sort of play with a bit more freedom.
Playing with freedom is so important. Do you think preparing different kind of pitches will help the Proteas attack more versatile, or make their attack more versatile?
Pardon, just repeat that. I lost you there.
Do you think preparing different kind of pitches will help the Proteas attack more versatile? I think that's what they mean to say.
Yeah, obviously they're going to Australia, so it's quite an ideal place to be preparing for the T20 World Cup, for example. I mean, they obviously going to be playing on quick bouncy wickets over there, so we will adapt to that. I think I don't think they necessarily need to change too much about the conditions and that for the T20 World Cup coming up, because it's pretty similar over here and over there. But yeah, I mean, if they are playing in India, for example, I'm sure within their camp they are preparing, wickets that turn and doing everything they can to sort of mimic what they do get over there.
Mhm. Lorenzo has an interesting one. Who would you want to bat for you if your life depended on it?
Uh, ooh, I would have to at the moment go Manus Labuschagne. I think he just prizes his wicket so much that yeah, I'd have to back him.
Yeah, no run. So do you see yourself playing in South Africa for the rest of your life?
Yeah, like I said, I have dreams and aspirations of obviously playing at the highest level that my ability allows. I have no plans to go anywhere else. So yeah, this is where I'll be. Obviously, I want to try and get into a few E20 leagues around the world if that's a possibility, to try and just maximize what I
Mhm.
do. But yeah, my dreams and my aspirations have always been to play for the Proteas, so that hasn't changed.
Fans like to go for the headline questions.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
The toughest bowler you faced in domestic cricket?
Dale Steyn at the MSL in 2019.
Excellent answer. I remember that
Yeah,
very clearly. Actually, he was on fire that tournament.
yeah,
What's your
he cleaned me up.
yeah? I
My
wanted you to say
my
it.
my off stump was cartwheeling there.
What's your thoughts on Brevis? Do you think that the hype is unnecessary, maybe on a youngster like him?
Um, it's been a bit of a talking point around everyone for a while, but like I said, if South Africa, if he is the real deal, I think South Africa is lucky to have someone like him, and I mean he doesn't necessarily ask for the hype, so I think for him it's clever to ride that wave as long as it lasts. And I mean, I'm excited. I know a few of the other guys are excited to see what he's about. So we hope that he gets game time and to have that opportunity to showcase and maybe live up to the hype. Because like I said, for South African cricket, if you can find a talent like that, it's a really big thing.
Mhm. Trevor wants to know, can you tell us about, wait, it's not coming up. Tell us about Nikki as a leader.
Phenomenal leader. He's I can't compliment him enough. There isn't anything really that I can fault him on. The way he goes about it, he's hard when he needs to be, but he's also open to everyone. There's none of that senior junior stuff. If someone has an idea, whether it's Caleb, our SA under 19 boy, or anyone, he listens and he really takes it seriously. I think the way he leads us and the way he's led us in a difficult time where we have been losing a lot of games in the 4 day stuff. Has just been phenomenal. He still backs us. He doesn't necessarily. He hasn't. I can't think of a time where he's he's come like said anything unnecessary, or he's been a great leader.
Mhm. Excellent. Okay, final one, ABD or colors? You already mentioned colors earlier on in your show, so it's an interesting question.
Or depends on the format. T20 cricket, ABD. Obviously, Test cricket, JK.
Okay, one day internationals.
Oh, that's a tough one. Now I'm gonna have to. Oh, one day is gonna go ABA. You're just your match winner there.
Okay, this is a serious one. Why do you think so many catches have been dropped over the last two T20 tournaments? So
Yeah,
obviously the
honestly,
knockout then now.
yeah, I can't answer that question. I mean, it's a funny one. Obviously, the wind plays quite a bit of a factor here, but the amount of catches that went down at the last tournament, and also sort of easy catches, it's a tough one to explain because I know, like, obviously the guys are are training and they're working on their fielding, and they're just sort of putting them down when it matters. I don't have the answer to that question, unfortunately. But like I said, it's not as if it's a lack of trying. It's just something that's sort of happening.
Mhm.
Luckily, we haven't had too many costly drops yet in this one. We have dropped a few catches, but nothing costly yet.
I hope it stays yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Angry Gamer 009 wants to know, it's a test match and your team is 20 for 1, chasing 250 on the fourth day, pitch in Johannesburg. Who walks in next?
Mm-hmm.
Smith, Cowley, Williamson, Root, or Labuskaghni?
Labuskaghni probably. I don't know. Kohli's been out of form
Difficult
for
one.
a little bit. Yeah, I think at the moment, just by weight of runs, you're gonna have to go Marnus.
Mhm. What's been the key to success for the Dragons so far in the CSA T20 Challenge, and who do you think will be good for you guys throughout the tournament?
Like I said, it's just clear planning and strategy. That's probably been the key. I think the conversations that are happening are valuable, and the way we go about T20 cricket, I think everyone's just sure of themselves and their roles. So that's probably been the key. And I don't know, cricket's a funny game. You never know. It could be 10 different guys' days throughout the whole tournament. So to say it will be one person, I don't know. I think yeah, it could be any one of us, which is nice. It's nice to have a group of players where on any given day anyone can stand up.
Mhm. Do you think that playing at PE will improve your game against spin?
Yeah, I do. Obviously, playing on these slower wickets and training on these slower wickets, you have to come up with a plan to still score your runs against spin. So 100% will.
Okay, so another one over here is, what do you do when you're not playing cricket?
Yeah, so obviously it's a bit of a soft bubble now, which allows us to kind of leave the hotel. It's not that hardcore bubble. So we'll go to a restaurant, or today I went to the beach. A few of the guys went fishing. A few of the guys played golf. Some guys just chill in their room and watch Netflix. I mean, it just depends on what you feel like on the day. I know Delano is probably sitting in front of his TV with his headphones on, playing Call of Duty with a number of other guys in the hotel. So it just depends on what you're in the mood for on the day.
Yeah, I can imagine because every single team is over there. Like, imagine the
Yeah,
parties in Call of Duty. I must actually try to find them all online.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I saw Bjorn in the airport. He has this massive sort of case just for his Call of Duty, and it's
Yeah.
so you got some serious gamers, yeah.
Yes. Your favorite IPL team?
I like Mumbai
Simple
Indians.
question. Awesome. Are you afraid in South Africa? Oh, wait, I don't understand this question. You're afraid in South Africa bowler and okay. Your favorite. I think they meant to say your favorite South African bowler and international bowler.
Um, yeah, I have a good relationship with the guy. So at the moment, obviously KG's got the years and the experience, but I love watching Marco bowl. I like the way he's going about it. I like the aggression that he sort of brought to the India series. So yeah, I really enjoy watching Marco do his thing up there at the moment.
Okay, awesome. And then, how important does footwork take? Or foot? This is a okay. How important does footwork when you're playing spin? I have to reshuffle that question.
No, of course it's as important as it is when you sort of playing seam. Without footwork, you're not going to score many runs, are you? So it's a very important.
Do you think Dwan will match his brother's ceiling or his
Yeah,
brother's level?
Honestly, I do. I think the only difference at the moment is the fact that Marco's played a lot more cricket. I think the more games that Duan plays, the more he understands, and the role he plays with the bat even is massive. He's got all the attributes that his brother has. I think he'll definitely get to that level. The way he
Mhm.
executes things, I've seen him bowl with extreme pace in some of the 4 day games, and like I said, it's just a matter of him sort of playing games now and getting those games under his belt like his brother has, and understanding what he's doing. But 100%, I believe that he will mimic that, or even surpass that maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people don't actually know he has picked up quite a bit of injuries early on in his career that kind of hampered
Yeah,
his
yeah, his
journey.
progress. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, also he
pick
didn't
pick your
play. He didn't play. Oh,
yeah.
never mind. I was
No, no,
just
you
gonna
can
say
you
he
can
didn't
go.
play. Yeah, he didn't play a lot of cricket at the Knights because of that reason. So, like I said, Marco's just played a lot more cricket and understands what he's doing a lot more. But yeah, he's another a special talent, I think, and people will start to see that really soon. He's done it in this tournament already. He's started to show signs.
Hmm. Pick your favorite batters from around the globe. Okay, besides now Australia, if you pick Lapaskachini again, but we'll take Australia out of it.
Um, Rohit Sharma for India. Love watching him bat. Um, Bangladesh. I'm gonna go Mamadullah, the little guy. Um, England will have to be Joe Root. Who else is there? South Africa. When Aiden's in full flight, I really enjoy watching that. Obviously,
Mhm.
Quinny as well. Um, what other countries are there? Let me think. New Zealand, Kane Williamson.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that'll be it. Yeah,
Okay, your favorite cricket shot to play?
it's gonna have to be the slog over the bowler's head. I think that's gonna have to be the one.
Awesome. Now, to the guys that I haven't asked, some of your questions have been answered early on in the show in my Q&A's part with Wesley Marshall. So please go back and go watch it after the show. Thanks a lot to everybody for watching. Thanks a lot, Wes, for coming on the show. We will catch up with you at the somewhere closer towards the end of the tournament. I'm hoping. And we'll chat again very very soon. And to everybody out there, thanks a lot for watching. We've put out a lot of content. We had an exclusive interview with Temba Pavuma this morning. It's on the channel. We did a one with Enoch yesterday or the day before, so go watch that too, please. We've got this one now, so please go back and watch it if you haven't started from the beginning, because there's some interesting things at the top of this interview that have to be said. Thank you, Wes, for coming on the show. And to everybody out there, please subscribe. Please click that notification bell for all future videos, please. Smash the like button, comment, and share with all your friends and family, as well as download the latest issue of Cricket Fanatics Magazine. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every single month. Click on the link on the screen or in the description to go directly to the landing page, and you can just all we need is your name and address, email address, and you've got all the unlocked all the issues of Cricket Fanatics Magazine monthly. So go ahead and do that right away. Also, don't forget to go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your regular updates. And we also have opened up a Patreon account. So go ahead and click on the Patreon account. The link is on the screen and in the description. That's how you guys are going to help us keep everything afloat here at Cricket Fanatics Magazine. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you guys again on Sunday for another podcast show. Take care, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.